Hello, YouTubers. Thank you for tuning in to Nicole's Views. I just wanted to do somewhat of a quick video. And the topic is, and I'm going to be reading from something from my tablet. When your friendship with a narc goes ghost. That's the title of my video today. So, when you have a friendship with a narcissist, and you don't yet know that they're narcissists, I wrote down a couple of things that they will do to win you over, just to get you. One of the things I wrote down is that they will make you feel like you have so much in common with them. This is a lie. And chances are they really don't have anything in common with you. They're just saying it so that you can feel good, and that they're making you feel good so that they can get more information from you. The second thing I wrote was all the time and energy was for them to keep you as a source of supply. Narcissists need supply. They need that positive person in their life to feed them. And that's why, we're called supply to them, because we supply something that they are not. They are not the nicest people. They're not empathetic at all. They don't care about anybody but themselves. We care about not only ourselves, but we care about other people, and we have what's called empathy. Narcissists do not. Don't get it twisted. They do not. No matter what they show you, at the end of the day, they can't stand themselves. They don't like themselves. They don't love themselves, and they don't like and they don't love you either. The third one I wrote was, let's see. They are not about honesty, loyalty, and trust. They know that if they don't show you these things, they will lose you as a supply. So again, just going back to, if you are an empath, if you're a person who cares about other people, loyalty and honesty is something that is extremely important. Loyalty, honesty, and trust. Those things are extremely important to anybody who has a conscience and who cares about other people. And these things are not important to a narcissist at all. They could care less about it, but they will make you feel like they care about it so that they can get more supply from you and get more information from you, get whatever it is that they're trying to get from you. These people are going to act like, and they're going to show you everything that you want, or what they think you want to see, but it's not the real them. And that's what I want you to understand, that it's not the real them. It's not really who they are. They're not showing you who they really are. The other thing I wrote is your positive traits cannot be theirs. They may try to emulate you with your positivity, with all of the things that you have going on in your life. They can't be you, and that's what upsets them. So as the narcissist goes on, they cannot be you, and this pisses them off. And so once they realize that they can't be you, they know they can't be you, but they're trying to be you. And so once they keep doing this over and over and over again with different people, and they really get like, wow, I can't be like this person no matter how hard I try, then um, this is where they will start to devalue you, degrade you, acting like you are unworthy or not important. And when they do that, it can be very, very mean and just brutal, and a very a very unloving thing to do for somebody that's supposed to be your friend. The other thing is that this is a form of their envy and jealousy of you. Narcissists will take whatever they need from you, draining you of your energy. Friendships fail because they don't give anything back. Friendships should be a 50-50 balance. Okay? With a narcissist, friendships, there is no balance. It's their way or the highway. They'll try to talk to you as much as they can. They'll try to get as much information out of you as they can. But nothing with them is 50-50. And again, it's all a game. It's all to try to keep you for their narcissistic supply, draining your energy, your gifts, your talents, whatever positive things that you have. They're going to drain you from it if they can, and if you are not aware of this person being a narcissist. By the way, a narcissist is a person that constantly talks about themselves. They can't talk about anybody other than themselves. And when you try to get them away from talking about themselves, if they pull the conversation right back to them, 9 times out of 10, you're dealing with a narcissist. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much what I have about them so far. There's so much more information, guys, on this narcissistic behavior. It is becoming a problem in the work. It is a problem in the workplace, and it's becoming more and more common. More and more people are complaining about people that they have in their lives who are either narcissistic friends or they're narcissistic coworkers, narcissistic bosses. Maybe you have a brother, cousin, sister, auntie, whomever, who just continues to talk about themselves, and they will, if you're at work, they'll steal your ideas and make them as their own. They'll tell the boss that they came up with the idea when they really didn't. The best thing to do with them in a work situation is put everything in writing, put everything in email. Try to have as much no contact with the person as you possibly can. Now, I unfortunately am going through that situation as well when it comes to work, and it's it can be a challenge, but it can be done. So again, you just have to know, how to do it and what to do so that you are protecting yourself at all times. When it comes to friends, I had an experience with that as well. This is why I'm talking about it. And I'm healing from it. I'm getting better and better each and every day. And I'm getting my power back. That's the most important part of this whole thing. When you experience this, when you go through this with these particular individuals, you have to claim your power back. You have to claim your power back. You have to get it back. No matter what, you have to get it back, because you lose a part of yourself and you don't understand why and what's going on, and you feel like crap. And I know when I was dealing with the person in my life at the moment, every time I spoke to them, I felt drained and just really tired. And I mean, yeah, I do a regular 9 to 5, day at work. However, this was a draining that was just it was beyond working your regular 9 to 5. Sitting there listening to this person constantly complaining and just talking about the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And it's like, my God, do you have anything else to talk about? And it almost like, when it came to me expressing my day and what was going on with me, it was almost like this person was really having like a painful bellyache to have me talk about myself and what was going on with my day, because again, it's all about the narcissist. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. If you have somebody that's constantly talking about themselves and they can't share information, they can't listen to what you have to say, 9 times out of 10, you are dealing with a narcissist. Anytime they give you the floor to talk and they pull it back and bring the focus back on them, 9 times out of 10, you're dealing with a narcissist. There are so many other ways to test how you know that you're dealing with a narcissist. I suggest that you guys really look it up and find out, about this personality disorder, because it's really, really something that is can be very devastating to you as a friend, as a lover, as any relationship that you may have with this person that's a narcissist. It can really take its toll on you. And so that's pretty much all that I wanted to discuss in today's video. Just be aware of narcissistic people in your life. Make sure you take care of yourself. Put you first in everything that you do. It may sound kind of selfish to others. However, when knowing what I know about this narcissistic personality disorder now, believe me, putting yourself first is not selfish at all. And you shouldn't feel that way, that you're being selfish, because the amount of energy that they drain from you, the amount of toxic, poisonous, venomous things that they do to you because you're not aware of who you're dealing with, can really be detrimental to you, and it can really just, cause problems. And you have to learn to just let that person go. No contact whatsoever. Let them go. They're not worth it. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your energy. They're definitely not worth them pulling and draining every positive vibe and being in your body. They're just not worth it. So the best thing to do is to just discard them and get rid of them. Get them out of your life for good. Go no contact. That's the best way to handle them. Ignore the crap out of them. That's another way to handle them. Narcissistic people hate being ignored. People in general hate being ignored, but with a narcissist, it's a completely different feeling that they get when they are ignored. And quite frankly, it's the best way to deal with them. I know a lot of people, like, oh, I'm going to tell them off. I just can't let them go with just ignoring them. Believe me, you're doing more harm to them ignoring them than you would be arguing with them, fighting with them, because there is no, believe me when I tell you, there is no talking common sense to a narcissist. They just can't fathom it. It's just too much for their brains. It's too overwhelming for their brain. They just can't do it. And they won't do it. They just won't do it. So again, there's no talking common sense to them whatsoever because they just don't get it. Unfortunately, this is a disorder where the individuals were usually had some type of trauma in their childhood, and so this causes them to be the way that they are. Again, no contact is the best way to deal with them, and ignoring them is even better way to deal with them. You guys take care. Let me know how you feel. Subscribe. Talk to me. Let me know if you've had a narcissistic person in your life or if you're dealing with a narcissistic person in your life. Again, I suggest that you guys look at the videos on narcissistic personality disorder. They are so helpful. And 9 times out of 10, when you look at it, if you're dealing with a narcissistic person in your life, you are going to agree and see how this person unravels right in front of you if you use the tactics that they tell you to use. It's amazing to see them unravel, and it's kind of fun at the same time because you're not telling them that you know they're a narcissist. That's another thing. Never let a narcissistic person know that you know they're a narcissist. Don't tell them. Keep it to yourself. It's the best way to go because when you are listening to these videos and you see this person unraveling, it all just makes sense, and it makes you feel, sorry for the person. We as empaths, we feel sorry for people. We feel sorry for ourselves. But in the long run, you're better off just not being bothered. Take care.